Arc Raiders has had its biggest update so far with the Cold Snap update released 2 days ago now. We got some big changes and some buffs here and there, but also the Flickering Flames event, and we're also gearing up for the Expedition, Arc Raiders' own version of a wipe. As I was uploading a video about the patch notes, I just saw that they have now released a hotfix already, 1.7.2, which addresses some issues and sadly some nerfs to the update. So let's go over those first, then we jump into the patch notes. And oh, by the way, if you're an OG subscriber to the channel, first of all, thank you so much for sticking around. But stick around to the end of the video and I will have a little channel update, if you care. Okay, so to start off, the hotfix 1.7.2 came out literally 50 minutes ago. Blueprint drop rates have been slightly lowered. If you played after the Cold Snap update, you might have noticed insane drop rates for the blueprints. Almost every raid I got 2, 3, sometimes even 4 blueprints just by looting normal containers. So it was pretty obvious something was wrong. I was kind of hoping they did this just because it's Christmas and the wipe is coming up, but it's still higher than before the Cold Snap update. Hidden Bunker has been re-enabled. Fixed an issue, this was annoying. Fixed an issue where spamming the interact input while having a bad connection would make players unable to perform the interact action. I have a bad connection pretty much all the time because of my internet, and every time I was gonna go to the extract or even a raider hatch, just couldn't do it. I was standing there for a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, just couldn't press the button. Thankfully, that's fixed. Added missing volumes to make sure inside areas don't deal cold damage during Cold Snap. A few places I noticed I took damage, tick damage from the cold, even though I was inside. Updated the driver warning for AMD GPUs. Hopefully it fixes for you guys with AMD. Fixed an issue that caused the unexpected initiative quest to not spawn quest items, making it impossible to complete. So now let's go over the Cold Snap update itself. I'm not gonna read through all of this because it's a lot, but I'm gonna go over the most important changes. Okay, so the new stuff specifically is the Cold Snap map condition, which is the same as the night raids and the electromagnetic storm raids. It's constantly on one map at a time, so it rotates between the maps with about 8 hours between. So if it's on Dam Battlegrounds, let's say at 1 PM, it will then rotate between the maps, come back to Dam Battlegrounds at 9 PM. The Flickering Flames has an event, same as if you played the Stella Montis map unlock. You get merits based on XP, which then unlocks rewards. And in this case, it's cosmetics mostly. And a new thing called Candleberries, which is specific to this event only. There's also a new project, which you have to commit resources and then you earn rewards, same as we've seen before. The resources in this case is wine bottles, plastic parts, cloth, candle holders, and a lot of candleberries, which you can earn in the Flickering Flames event, but also you can pick up candleberries on the map that has this Cold Snap condition. It's kind of confusing, I know. The project has 5 stages, and it doesn't really give you that much. It's some cosmetics, merits for the event, and a few Raider tokens you can use on cosmetics. Alright, and then you get a new Raider deck, which hasn't arrived yet. That is on December 26th. And there's a few new quests as well. Okay, let us get into the patch highlights. Added skill tree reset functionality. This has been requested by a lot of people. Me personally, I don't really care much because I'm doing the wipe anyway. But it's good that it's here. And it costs 2,000 coins per skill, which means a level 75 player, you need 152,000, I believe. Added an option to toggle aim down sights. Wallet now shows your cred soft cap. That's the thing. Now there is a soft cap on your creds. Creds is the currency you use to buy stuff in your Raider deck. They have not removed what you have earned this far, thankfully. A lot of people have much. I don't know, I don't have that much. I have 2,000-3,000. But I've seen people with 10,000-15,000 creds. So it's not removed, but you have to use everything you have down to 800 before you can earn more. Various festive items to get you into the holiday spirit. That's cool. Move the Aphelion blueprint from the Matriarch to Stella Mantis. This is good. I don't have that blueprint, and I probably would never get it either. Because I play solo, and doing the Matriarch or the Queen, there's just no chance you're the first one there. Added Raider tool customization. I'm not really sure what they mean, except you get a skin at the end of the Flickering Flames event. Fixed various collision issues on maps. That's a good one. I really doubt they got all of them, because there is a lot. But hopefully they got most of them. Improved Stella Mantis spawn distance checks to address the issue of players spawning too close to each other. That's good. I almost don't play that map because the spawns on that map is horrendous. So that's good. Okay, balance changes. This is the juicy bits. What? Fuck. The Bettina has been buffed. I don't think anything has been nerfed in this update, by the way. These changes aim to make the Bettina less reliant on bringing a secondary weapon. The weapon should now be a bit more competent in PvP without tipping the scales too much. The burn rate has reduced from blah 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 to blah blah blah, which in practice means it used to take 12 full magazines to fully deplete durability from 100 to 0%. But now it takes 26. That's over double. Base magazine size has been increased from 20 to 22, base reload time has been reduced from 5 to 4.5. That's pretty good. The Rattler has been buffed, but basically all they did was to increase the base magazine size from 10 to 12. But you know what, that could be enough. There's a lot of times those 2 bullets could actually kill, but because it reloads so slowly, so I feel like they should maybe do a faster reload as well on the Rattler. But we'll see. Alright, and then the Shredder. It's been buffed. Reduce the amount of knockback applied by weapons. Increased movement speed and turning responsiveness. Increased movement speed. If you thought it was scary before, well, now it's even more scary. So in general, they improved the navigation speed, how quickly it can find you, how easy it can find you, and it has more health. So yeah, a bunch of bug fixes here. You can pause the video and read them for yourself if you want. I will go down now to the remove the unsettling mom from Speranza Cantina ambient sound. I don't think I've heard that myself, but that sounds kind of creepy. Lightning strikes sometimes leave behind a valuable item in electromagnetic storm. I don't know what that is. And then there's a bunch of fixes on the maps themselves. You have probably fallen through the map more than once, I bet. I know I have. So hopefully most of these are now fixed. And this is interesting. Security lockers are now dynamically spawned across all maps instead of being statically placed. So that's cool. That means that this is a change that I actually like. The security breach lockers have always had the same spot on all the maps, which means if you are a bit too late, the loot is gone, like in most rooms actually. So now they are randomly placed. So already now I have randomly stumbled upon the security lockers, which, like I said, I like that change. And I actually do wish that they do that with a lot of the other loot in the game. Move around, switch, or like rotate the loot. Because as it is now, if you are hunting for blueprints, a lot of the blueprints you have to go to this specific room, that specific place, or that specific container to farm for that blueprint. Which is fine for a while, but I hope down the line that they keep rotating it. Increase the number of possible Great Molin spawns across all maps. That's also good. As you know, you have to use Great Molin for pretty much any medicine in the game, except the standard bandages. Move the Matriarch's spawn point in Dam Battlegrounds to an area that better plays to her strength. I don't know where that is. I have to look that up. And then we got the locked gate condition has now been re-added. It came to the game a few weeks ago, and I think it was just around for a few hours. And the loot inside the room was bugged. And since then, it's just been gone. Now it's back. And in Stella Mantis, increased some item and blueprint spawn rates. This one could be now nerfed, at least the blueprint spawn rate. I have seen some numbers that the blueprints went up as much as 500% in the Cold Snap update. So if they now have nerfed it, we don't know. Don't have numbers yet, but we'll see how it looks. Some breachable containers on Stella Mantis no longer drop rubber ducks. No. if you have this skill a little extra, when you breach, let's say, a locker, or like you get like 2 metal scraps or whatever. Apparently there was a place you got rubber ducks when you did that. I didn't know. And here is the dev note on wallet now shows your cred soft cap, which is 800. We decided to implement a cap so that players won't be able to fully unlock new raider decks by accumulating cred, and added more items to Shawnee's store to purchase using cred. Which is the problem, because people now have so much cred that when they drop a new raider deck, you can buy the whole thing at once. So they are hoping that you will spend your hard-earned creds in Shawnee's store now, which she now sells stuff. Like actually the Raider hatch keys you now have to buy with cred, not coins. We believe the Raider decks offer a rewarding experience to enjoy while players engage with the game, and a large cred wallet undermines this goal, which is true. We will not be removing the cred that has been accumulated before the introduction of the soft cap. Yeah, and then in general there is a few movement fixes, some UI fixes, console specific. You can rotate your character in the customization screen, end of round, further reduce the frequency of the feedback survey, which is good because that became annoying. And then they added the expedition, which as of today there's 4 days left until the expedition. Also, in utility, they have increased loot value in epic keycard rooms to better reflect their rarity. This is good because the key rooms are honestly not worth it, especially the higher tier ones. They just have pretty much the same loot as outside, especially if you do daytime raids. Expanded blueprint spawn locations to improve availability in areas that were underrepresented. So even if the blueprints are nerfed now, it's probably still available in more locations. Alright, that's it for the Cold Snap update. I will be making a video on the expedition itself. So if you're on the fence if you should do it or not, like as I said, it's 4 days until the departure. Get subscribed so you don't miss that video. And I will just let the rest of the patch notes play on screen while I talk about the channel itself for a bit. As I said, if you are one of the OG subscribers, thank you again for sticking around this long. And I apologize for the months-long radio silence. It says on the channel I uploaded the last video 11 months ago, but that's not completely true because I moved the whole Kingdom Come Deliverance playthrough to the other channel. So in reality it's like 5-6 months, but whatever, it doesn't matter. The point is, the reason I stopped uploading was basically just because I didn't know what I wanted the channel to be. At first I wanted to talk about the gaming industry and modern games and the state of gaming in general, but honestly after just 2 videos it just got a bit too negative for me, so I didn't really like it. Then I dabbled a little in history of games and I did some gameplay videos, blah blah blah. The point is, I just couldn't find my groove, so to speak. So couple that with some real life issues going on, and then just decided to put the channel on hold for a bit until I decided what I wanted to focus on. So I pretty much landed on just doing videos now on games that I actively play and are really interested in, and then try to offer tips and information or whatever on those games. And at the moment that's gonna be a lot of Arc Raiders because I'm so damn addicted to that game. But down the line I will of course do other games. So let's see how this will go, and I hope you will stick around for this next chapter in this channel. Thank you for watching and have a good day.